Are you getting tired or something?
No, I am anticipating our return to see.
Is this the right one? No, this is the wrong one. There we go. I'm just noticing I'm like slowly reverting to solo commentary because you're barely responding to me, and I'm like,
I'm responding to you. It's just that you shut me down when I had my long exposition.
Well, I needed you to focus here. I needed your help. Okay.
Okay, so that was about. We still haven't discovered anything about the bleakness as of yet.
I'm gonna quickly. Do I upgrade that? Oh, I wanted to make the shield ring and plasma geyser while we're here. Because that's one other option I have. But we also want to try reinforcing the... Do we reinforce the plasma orb? I mean, it looks like everything almost just kind of linearly scales. It's very strange. Because I've been kind of using iron, but I don't know if iron's any good. Is that good? Why don't we go... plasma for... No, let's keep doing blade. I use blade for everything. And I'm just going to go into orbs. And instead of the iron orbs, because I'm not really liking them so far, let's just do... Actually, I could do blade and iron orb. Spread it around even more. There we go. Actually, that's the other thing. No. Orbs. So we have the blade orb, the plasma orbs. And instead of colossal hammer, we might as well grab plasma geyser. There we go.
Ooh, so plasma's that kind of...
It's the beam that she fired. Yeah, so I have access to that now. Expensive, though. Not that expensive.
Now, what happens if you change up one of the two orbs? Will you no longer be able to perform that move?
No. So I could actually have it on this loadout. Like, I could have these two plus plasma orb. I just like the sword so much because...
Yeah.
Sword's crazy.
Well... It's done. The demons are routed. The Lachiem army weakens. Good. I've never been so long without orders. I can't lead a unit. But... I can, sorry. Of course she could say that she can lead the unit. I can lead a unit, but I've never had to make the bigger decisions. I know what you mean. I thought my clan would always be there to help me and tell me what to do. But when they weren't, I knew I needed to take action. But maybe action without reason. This isn't as simple as it should be, Lunais. I don't care if the Lachiem want peace. Until that memo gets to all of their soldiers, we have to stay on guard.
The alchemist gives a hint on where to go. Well, she wants us to...
She wants us to discover something about the bleakness.
Yeah, in the future.
The research tower on the Varn de Grey metropolis.
Yeah, but that's where we were.
That's where we were.
Yeah, and that's why I was so lost. It's like, it's this thing. This is the research.
So you need those two rooms? In the middle or the basement?
Yeah, it's one or the other, but I couldn't find the key card.
Were they all only accessible by the C key card? Also, what are all those areas in the middle?
These?
Yeah.
Covered in vines, remember? We were just here.
But I thought the vines... So are the vines
This area is specifically locked off because of vines.
Are the vines in the same time as the towers?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Because
Yeah,
I thought that was a third time.
This is the past, but we can't go further down because we can't swim.
Do you know what's a shame? That you can't shift time while in a room so that you can then be in that room in the future.
So wasn't there an unopened chest in that hallway? Yeah, it was one of the randomly generated chests, though.
Hey, at the top of that. Yeah, but you couldn't get up there.
Yeah.
The top of the tower had a...
Yeah, but I needed like a triple jump, or I needed an enemy in that room. But I couldn't do that.
Wait. What about the mage?
There was no mage
in that one.
Yeah.
I was thinking of another room.
Yeah. Very similar. And we haven't found the eels yet.
Yeah, we still haven't found the eels.
Dragoon plate. Dragoon armor. That's new.
But So it gives you more defense and fortitude, but obviously will and
At the cost of 1 damage.
And 1
Tempting, though. I'll do it. I'm not actually sure what fortitude does as a stat.
Yeah, I mean, it means you can weather things. It'd probably be something like...
We also just have
poison.
this. Yeah, let's go with the Midnight Cloak instead.
Oh.
Oh, Fire Orb can burn through the vines, opening the area.
That makes sense.
Dang it! I had yet to actually have any of the orbs immediately.
Yeah, to interact with the
Helping.
environment. It's sort of like Legend of Zelda with the torches and whatnot.
Yeah, alright. Let's see. Orbs.
You would think that being able to strike it with a blade would be fine too, unless the wood is strong enough to withstand that, but not combustion.
Yeah, maybe?
Ooh, this is pretty.
Yeah, this is what the original background looked like in Lunais. Or maybe it is what the general one looks like.
Wait, so we actually corrected time in a way?
No. I just don't think they've changed every background, but now that we're outside of the hustle and bustle of the city. Because Valet's still been destroyed.
Yes.
Oh. Wait, I can get up here. This is where we want to go. Nope.
Aw.
Fire Orb cannot burn through the vines, opening the area. At least not from this side.
What about if I'm the dragon? But that would be kind of weird to make it something that your minion does.
What the hell's up with this bird?
Well, you destroyed it, whatever
It was a
was.
meteor sparrow. Those are petrified vines. Oh.
So you need to...
Maybe I need the hammer?
Something that shatters. But there's been no indication... Yeah,
Nope. Nothing there.
I would think that the petrified vines would have to be a time-related ability that you can
Yeah, I thought...
alter time on the vines, and then that would make them young and... well, not brittle, but...
Yeah. We haven't checked that lower area yet.
Let's do that.
I'm assuming it's still more vines. Because usually you get a Metroid... like a Metroidvania-y power. To actually grab it. Try grabbing the fire-breathing dragon. I highly doubt it, though, because that's a combat power that you have to charge directly by fighting things.
By being the dragon?
Well, not only by being the dragon, but you have to, like, specifically hit things to even charge it up.
I wouldn't mind trying it, though. I mean,
But
Meyef is
no,
supposed to be main
hold
character.
on. That's, like, one of the last things we should be doing, though, because, like...
True.
They haven't tutorialized that the dragon is even useful for puzzle solving. And, as far as we've seen, it's never come up once.
I know, it hasn't.
It would be a really odd choice from like a development standpoint to be like, hey, by the way, we didn't tell you about this, but this is a crucial.
You have gotten the double jump, so maybe that will help you in some respect.
Yeah, so that's why I was gonna come back and check this section because this is the only one that I haven't been to, and we can just buy more like warp shards maybe. Or just walk it. I mean, it's not like the enemies are hard. The knockback's kind of annoying. Okay.
There's a door.
Yeah, so this is something. Hey! Fast travel, so...
Oh, this is a new spot. The Sealed Caves in 1062 AD.
So yeah, nothing to do with those vines. I just had to randomly remember that was a double jump spot. Which is fair, I should have remembered that one, but it's been a while.
Wait, is this a dead person?
Yeah, with the key card for A.
A skeleton. Looks like they took quite the tumble. What's this? A key card? Yes!
Wait, for B?
For...
Come on!
What? But...
Key card for senior level scientists allows access to B level security clearance areas.
Did you already have the one for B?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, it works.
That's just kind of arbitrary. It's like, hey, here's an A door. Not the A key card, though. Luckily, we've got the fast travel point, but that's a fake out if I've ever seen one.
Well, the person fell.
It's fine.
Too.
So now we have our progress.
Yep. I suppose you just, whenever you acquire a new ability, always investigate.
Check through everything, though?
Sometimes that's what happens.
Yeah, I like the games that kind of color code these things a little bit, so it's a little
So you've
easier.
never been in here before?
Nope, this is new. This is a new room.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I do not like that hammer nearly as much. Oops. Orbs. Switching out the colossal hammer for colossal blade. Because yeah, the hammer, the haft won't actually hit anything, which is really annoying.
Yeah, I suppose a sword is good from tip to hilt, pretty much. Or scabbard.
Bleakness research.
Oh, the scabbard is what?
Proposed methods and their efficacy during in curing the bleakness. Abstract. The bleakness, a genetic medical condition that has been linked to several negative symptoms, has plagued Lachiem natives for over a millennium. In this paper, we propose possible cures for the disease by gene modification, infusions of synthetic plasma, and temporary exposure to plasma radiation. User testing consisted of 50 adults per technique between the age of 20 and 40. Results were statistically significant for all techniques on both short-term and long-term examinations. P-value is less than 0.01. Short-term measurements show that relief is reported by and measured in 0% of the gene modification subjects, 88% of the synthetic plasma subjects, and 100% of the plasma radiation subjects. Long-term measurements show that this reported relief experienced by two of the test groups does not last, with 86.2% returning to baseline discomfort within 1 week and 100% by 3 weeks. We recommend that further research is done on gene modification as technology improves.
Yeah, so essentially they need
Hasn't been cured
plasma.
yet.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's nothing like
This is
making
stupid.
a people reliant on a kind of substance. You know?
Yep. I was really hoping I could charge the beam and just shoot the whole room. I was wrong.
That tends to be a tool that especially business-savvy villains or oppressive governments use in science fiction or fantasy.
But they didn't even do that originally. That's what the Emperor of Valette... Not Valette, is it Valette?
Yeah, the Emperor of Valette is Tyrillus.
Yeah, Tyrillus did that to the Lachiem. But then they nuked his planet, so didn't work so hot.
Wait, does that mean that all the plasma's gone?
Well, yeah, they blew up the planet that plasma's from.
Ah! Mother passed away before Lunais was born. The whole clan grieved with me, but we could not grieve for long. Lunais was born as we traveled. She had brilliant blue hair, confirming in my mind who the father must have been. Wait. Does
She
Lunais
might have slept
a...
with multiple people.
No, but like, is she referring to her grandmother, or is this someone else talking? Wait, these are definitely her mother's memories.
Yeah, these are her mother's memories. She's talking about how Lunais was born on the road, and her brilliant blue hair confirmed who the father was. Meaning, she might have actually slept with multiple dudes.
Okay. Alright. The elders asked if I wanted to find him, to bring him into the clan, but I said he couldn't be trusted. He's Lachiem. Anyway, I had no desire to see him again. He was never meant to be in long-term commitment. Oh, okay. Lunais is headstrong. She rallies the kids around her. In games of exploration and adventure, I try to teach her patience, but it comes slowly, but she's strong. Not like Farron and Gianna's son. Yorn is quiet, and he can be mean. But I cannot blame him. Farron gives him little attention. Yorn seems unable to replace Farron's previous son. From the other history. From the other history?
Yeah,
These
so-
are all
So,
time-traveling people?
Farron was the last time messenger or was one of the last time messengers to show up.
So did he leave, come back, and find he had to have a new child with
No,
his
so
wife?
effectively, Farron belonged to the other tribe in another timeline, and they got attacked. And so he wasn't the one that was supposed to go, he was the only one available. So he left his family behind.
Okay.
And effectively remarried in the new timeline and had a new son, but, you know...
Ah, see? Time travel!
Yeah.
No matter how hard he tries, in his mind, his family is lost to the sands. Gianna gave him a son, but despite her best intentions, she could not give him the kind of family he wanted. I understand now why Mother privately cautioned her.
Lunais, wait up!
Yorn calls as they race across the encampment. Lunais pauses. Then Yorn rushes past her.
Ha! Sucker!
Lunais snarls and gives chase. Sticks float in the air around her head. Her aura is powerful, more powerful than mine. We'll have to train her as a time messenger. We may have to train them both. Can't keep on like this, or we will lose our whole clan to other histories.
Up, down we go.
So, anytime something bad happens, they just send someone off?
Yeah, because effectively, like, if the whole clan gets attacked, you know, obviously some people might stay and fight, but the last one goes to warn the other clans from other timelines so they have a chance.
I mean, isn't there a point where people should just sit down and wonder, hey, this technology is really dangerous and it causes so much strife and tribulation and despair,
that's why they're protecting it.
But why not let the Timespinner die? Why not stop the cycle?
Well, I mean, but that would mean their people die.
But what is their people? Is their people a people, or is their people only defined by the presence of a machine that allows them to travel through time? Do you understand what I mean?
True.
Because think about it. That guy left his people and he found new people that weren't his people anymore. His wife, his family wasn't among them anymore. Do you understand what I mean? It's kind of counterproductive.
True.
And we're already seeing the consequences that trying to change time have already wrought.
So we're, I think, down... Let me check that. Yeah. I love seeing this, how the maps overlay on top of each other.
Mm-hmm.
How many of the rooms are actually the same and the same layout. So this is an elevator in the,
Right. I mean, that's how it's supposed to be.
in the other timeline. I like that a lot.
That's the point of time travel.
I know. It's just like, they've done it very well.
Uh-huh.
There we go. I'm just surprised this water isn't poisonous
I
or
always
something.
like it when you can see the past, but you can't necessarily influence the past. For instance, like that superpower that some people have in...
Which is just like extreme hindsight or something?
Well, actually, it's more like what the Kefar have in Star Wars, where they can touch objects, and then they can see...
See their history?
Yeah, we'll see, like, what touched them last or used them. And it can be rooms.
Oh, that's gone forever.
It was even more difficult, but I suppose they can actually, like, look at corpses or people and glean their memories, too.
Hey, water mask.
A water mask. That allows you to breathe underwater. Hey, you'll be able to finally fight the eels, I suppose.
Yeah, so we can go swimming now.
Swimming. I love swimming.
Ow! So
Dude,
that's what those things
needlers.
do. When they actually,
When they are able to fire.
Yeah. Because we've never actually seen one of those things in action. Because we usually kill them beforehand.
Yeah, it's one of those things where horizontally I can't go very swiftly, but up and down I can.
Huh. Yeah, even if...
Oh, the ink.
Ah! No fart stank! Ow. Actually, that barely does any damage. Ah, dang. We are tough. Yeah, I can sink real quick if I want to. Do you wanna go hit them?
Yep, that's fine enough.
Because pretty much I don't have a choice but to get hit by these guys to some degree. I think there's a shield orb I can get, but that's about the extent of it.
Is there a little bit? Yes, there's a little bit more.
There's a chest. Not much. I think the ether is like... Probably just gets us our, ability meter back and nothing else. But that's fair.
Yeah, but...
How much does the heal you can do heal for?
I'll have to charge it up a little bit more.
I should probably actually let you charge it up. I have been, Okay, you might as well go hit that guy.
Yeah. So I'm wondering, what if Nuvius
Okay.
is no longer present?
18, not bad. Yeah, I don't know.
It'd be like everything was for naught.
Like, I feel like we definitely should be in that position where Nuvius wouldn't even be a thing anymore.
What if Nuvius is like
Different?
the best man in existence?
Yeah, what if he's actually a good guy? Or like utterly terrified of
Of his father?
No, of us.
Oh.
You know, he knows we're coming, and he's like, the entire reason why he's currently doing it is because he's trying to stop us.
So it becomes the self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah, pretty much.
The hero swore vengeance against a villain that slew their clan.
Yeah,
and went back in time, and the prophecy of this
currently
traveler
he's amassing power so he can defeat this ancient evil, us.
that's coming after him.
Yeah.
So then you essentially create the evil that killed your people. But then couldn't he have avoided everything by just no longer killing her people? Would her people even be there to slay anymore, considering she irreparably damaged time?
We have no idea.
This is why I hate time travel.
Yeah, I don't know. I wanted to actually be like almost immediately unsatisfying for her. She's like, I have vengeance. Oh, apparently my planet blew up 500 years ago. This guy was actually innocent. This is just the alternate time-whacked version of who he was supposed to be. I'd play that game, where effectively the plot is broken and nothing matters.
It's just... After a while, your head just spins. You don't even need a time spinner to do it for you.
I just don't even care. It's like, the plot in this game is amusing. But it's not like,
But you know me, I like to speculate about plot.
Yeah, you speculate as hard as you possibly can. I'm just here to... Are these the same
You're here
thing?
to hit
No.
things.
I mean, no, I'm here to appreciate it as it's going on, but I'm not going to be terribly, miffed if it doesn't make any sense. As long as it was overall a fun experience. Like, games are a Venn diagram for me. And if the plot is stupid, so be it. Though I have heard this game has a bunch of different endings.
It does?
Yeah.
How? What?
Apparently you can just reload, to where...
oh, so it's one of the things where it's the path you chose or who you kill or what you do?
No, I think it's like kind of an ending towards the end or something.
A choice? Okay.
Yeah. It's one of my... One of my YouTube bodies. Yeah, this elevator is still busted.
He's already finished the game.
Yeah, Alzarath. I think it is. Not to be confused with my moderator, Azarath. Ooh. That confused me for a while. He apparently already played through the entirety of the game, but he probably kickstarted back the game.
Okay.
As opposed to me, who just got access to it a couple days ago. I don't like the swimming in this game. Hopefully we get flippers or something to speed it up. It's just, like, kind of awkward, like, jumping through water.
Mm-hmm.
And it, like, it works. It doesn't feel very good. What game had good swimming?
I want to get a monofin someday, so I can be a mermaid.
Iconoclast had very good swimming, from what I remember. Nope.
Do you know if there's whole communities surrounding mermaiding?
Yes. There's whole communities for everything, Shell. It's not just mermaiding. It's
well, no, I know
everything.
But it's interesting. Everyone gets together and they craft their unique tales, and sometimes
there's communities for people that trap themselves in effectively giant rubber balls and sit there.
Wait, what?
Yeah, there's a community for that.
Wait, you don't mean like the kind of hamster ball things that you can
No, that's orb balls.
With.
That's, I mean, there's probably communities for those too, but no, I'm talking about like people that just like want to like exist in this like weird, like tiny enclosed space where they can barely breathe. I'm assuming they have, like, breathing tubes and stuff.
I get claustrophobic.
Is it called encasement? I have no idea. I just know there's a community for that. There's a community for everything.
Like, I find it interesting how in so many films and games, ventilation shafts are used as a means for someone to escape, say, monsters or people that are pursuing them and such. But if you think about it, like... crawling through something that's so small that you can't turn around in, that's scary.
I mean, most ventilation shafts are straight up too small for most human beings to ever even enter.
That too. Or they would be potentially flimsy and you'd end up cracking or falling through.
Like,
a lot of them seem to be made out of like sheet aluminum, among other things.
In real life, if you were to try and like climb through a duct system or whatever, it would straight up just collapse on you. Oh, I got it.
Oh yeah, it's the little Vulpix looking things. The rats.
Hold on, don't kill it, don't kill it.
Okay. You need to hop on it?
Mm-hmm. There we go.
You got another page.
Peace treaty.
Who's it from? Is it from...
Elana.
Oh, okay. Emperor Volterilis, I send this missive with Queen Philia, rightful ruler of independent Lachiem, to augment her entreaty for peace. I offered to come in her stead, given our history together, but she believed it important to represent her world herself. I hope you recognize the honor in that. Of course, we know that he ends up just killing Philia.
Yeah.
We have taken control of the portal between our worlds. As you've seen, we have strength. We have allies. We have learned to survive. On this world, we will not fall, even to the bleakness. If this conflict continues, thousands more will die, and you will be no closer to subduing us. We entreat you. Let us end this now. We are still willing to negotiate an arrangement like I suggested those years ago. Some of the vast resources of Lachiem for plasma from Villette. So they're talking about their physical resources for the plasma. A mutually beneficial arrangement. Please listen to Philia. She is wise, and she wants only peace. Don't make the same mistake as before. Princess Elana of Lachiem.
Okay. Do we have any other swim spots around here?
I would I'd say by the front gate.
Yeah, there's some underwater there. I just wanted to look in this immediate area. Because my goal in Metroidvanias is to effectively rule out all areas. Well I can. You know, only have a couple of areas left. There's some underwater areas there, and I don't actually... Oh, right there. Like directly above us. I guess we'll just warp up there and go sideways. The Wanderer seeing you play this game made me feel nostalgic, so I pulled out my PS2 out of mothballs and started a Castlevania Symphony of Night run. That is a good game that I've never actually gotten to play myself. I'd like to someday.
I'm looking forward to seeing more of... I know that everyone's looking forward to the next Castlevania anime season. It wasn't bad.
It's, it's out. We could watch it. We could watch it tonight if we wanted to.
It is out?
I believe it's out.
I don't know if it is yet. Maybe it is.
I think I saw it when we were at Bird's place, and I was like, "Hey, we want to watch this?" And he was like, "Eh."
All I know is that, what was it? Dracula's son has very nice long blonde hair.
You horn dog.
Hey, I'm not a horn dog. I just think the design is cool.
Mm-hmm.
Stop teasing me.
Pendulum. What is the pendulum? Prevents poison. Hell yeah. No more poison. What? You've never played Symphony of the Night? No,
The only Castlevania game we ever had was the one for the Nintendo 64.
Yeah, I didn't get into the Castlevania games. In fact, I didn't even play a single Castlevania game until... oh, there's a Symphony of the Night remaster supposedly coming out for the PS4. That would be lovely. I would play that. Admittedly, I'm not a big fan of Konami, in recent years. They're everything with Metal Gear Solid comboed with,
What happened with Metal Gear Solid?
They pretty much, like...
Canceled it?
They hamstringed Kojima, who is, of course, the head
creator
of the Metal Gear series. Forced him to kind of push Metal Gear Solid 5 out awkwardly.
Was that the one that was pretty much a long cutscene?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it had a lot of cutscenes, but...
I thought there was one game that was touted for having hours
Metal
of
Gear
cutscenes.
Solid 4 had... I think the final cutscene is like 2 hours long, and people actually got in trouble for streaming movies on Twitch. When they were streaming that game. Because, you know, it was just auto-detecting. Or, like, they were getting reported for it. I don't know. It was dumb. Eel!
Eels! Finally!
They're very weak. Just like everything else in this game. Right now. So there's the eel meat that we have to farm. I'd like to play through the Metal Gear Solid games at some point. It is.
I think you can hit this.
Yep. It's got some money in it. But yeah, so Konami has just been kind of bad about its products lately. You know, from more or less just trying to cash in on Metal Gear Solid instead of actually making good ones. Mm-hmm. And yeah, Shell doesn't know about the whole Kojima thing? Nope.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if companies pretty much swindle creators into, we're going to hijack your series, and...
They kind of did, they kind of didn't. Effectively, they pushed him out.
Right, I know,
like,
I hate that when they do that.
Possible way.
I hate it when...
Even to the point where they wouldn't allow him to go to an award ceremony where he had won awards because he had been recently fired by them.
Yeah, as I said, I really dislike it when a big company acquires the rights or something to an intellectual property that an original creator, whether that be a writer or director or something, had a hand in. They completely change the series. Fans are obviously upset that it's not, you know, following the tradition or the course or the quality of the old products when it was under the control of the original creators. And then the new company takes it out on the creators themselves.
That happens I feel like that's something
But
that's been
that's
going
sort of like the
down
vindictive
lately.
thing that you just said, where they wouldn't even allow him to accept
Yeah.
an honor at a ceremony. Because it's ours now.
Yeah.
They don't want to acknowledge that it's his
Yeah.
baby in a way.
Yeah, and effectively they were going to try and just cash in on it. They made like a mediocre survival RPG,
Yep.
grind simulator, and a bunch of pachinko machines. And they were effectively just going to cash in on all of their products to make pachinkos instead of actually good games anymore. Which frustrating.
It's not what the games were at all.
Yep.